Hey there, I'm Claire Buffie, and I'm Miss New York 2010 in the Miss America organization, and I'm here today interviewing with thePageantGuy.com. As it came down and they called the first runner-up Mallory Hagan, I thought, oh my gosh, that's not me. And so I was completely overwhelmed. I was so proud. I looked straight out in the audience and was able to see my family straight in front of me, holding up peace signs, and that's why I looked ridiculous when my crowding pictures with double peace signs, because I just threw that back at them, and it was such an exciting moment, and I just knew that it was the thing that would launch me in the advocacy I could do with my platform, and it was 4 years in the making, so it was an extremely proud moment. My transition from Miss Indiana to Miss New York, I also changed my platform to Straight for Equality because I really reevaluated things and realized that my passion didn't necessarily lie in the political change and the legislation. Instead, my passion really lied in the organization PFLAG, Parents, Families, and Friends of Lesbians and Gays, because that for me was where I was able to create the social change and open up a personal mentorship. I was able to go to meetings of families who their kid maybe had just come out and they just didn't know how to handle it. And I was able to be there as kind of a beacon of hope to say, this generation, the younger people, are supportive. And here I am, I'm a sister, and I'm able to relate in that way and just to reveal to them that there are straight allies. Well, I had a way of kind of sneaking around one rule. Actually, for the DSW Show Us Your Shoes parade, I was a crazy New York tourist. And so as part of my costume, I had my camera, my nice Canon 5D Mark II, like my professional camera as a photographer. And so I was one of the only girls in flats because I was in purple Nikes, so comfortable, shorts, t-shirt, hat, and I was running around everywhere, like being completely ridiculous. But because I had my camera with me on a day that we weren't allowed to bring cameras, it was part of my costume. So I got all of these amazing pictures of all the girls, and throughout the parade, I was walking and taking pictures of the entire crowd. That was a nice way to kind of sneak around the rule and end up with really great pictures at the same time. I was crowned this year in my local with awesome clips. They're like claws. And so really it only takes me 4 pins. I'll sometimes put extra bobby pins on, but it's a little bit overkill. But I remember walking with Miss Louisiana at Miss America, and I put in these clips, and somebody asked me, they're like, how does your crown stay on so well? Mine doesn't stay on that well. I was like, I have these awesome, like, claw clips. And Louisiana was like, oh my gosh, so do I. Okay, so you have these that are like the regular single ones, Yeah, but check out these. It looks normal from the front. Can you see that? The 3 clips. Yeah, so you put that in, it grabs like 3 times as much hair. That's the key right there. You think I would relate to a girl. I actually maybe am kind of like Finn in a way that I'm actually kind of an awkward and like quirky, weird person. But because of certain labels of, being Miss New York, people think I'm cooler than I am. He's the football player, the jock. So I don't know. That's a really bad answer. But I just love the show. I have a platform that goes way beyond my state, and because of Straight for Equality, Let's Talk, I invigorated this entire LGBT and ally community, and so I think I had a huge amount of support from that community, and being chosen as America's Choice finalist was a big statement where that's concerned. I've had support from all over the country, like I said earlier, people emailing and Facebooking just saying thank you for your support, and that's been so exciting. So honestly, being chosen as America's Choice finalist was probably one of the proudest moments I had at Miss America. It's incredible to think about all the people who have been a part of my journey, because it's been not just in New York, it's been in Indiana too, and over the past 4 years. My family has been behind me 180%, not just as my motivation, but as the people who keep me grounded too. So my family's been incredibly important. The local directors and boards I've had, especially the Miss New York organization, filled with former Miss New Yorks. My roommate was Miss New York 2 years ago and was my director of preparation for Miss America. And all those people just allowed me to get my message out to people across the entire United States. And so I'm most grateful for all of those people who sent me messages, from strangers, just about the impact that I had had on their lives and the influence that I had made in their lives to then go forward and create change in their communities, because I've opened up an opportunity for exponential change. And that always comes back and makes me feel so incredibly blessed to have had the opportunity that I've had through the Miss America organization, but also just in each step in the journey. I've had people who have been there for me from day one, and especially as Miss New York, just sending me off to Miss America in style, in shape, and in good spirits. So I'm really, really blessed.